when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. Kickoff here, it all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Iowa's offense will take the field first. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Wants to fire on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grab near the marker. It's Sims. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking to throw, it's Bradford. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions to see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Makes his man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough space. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Balkinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On target to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
Can pass play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his big tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll try to run for it. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Wants to throw. It's Bradford. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Mueller. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Looking downfield on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. A lot of touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes the catch. It's Barnes.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Caught near the sticks. It's Barkinson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got him downfield. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Barkinson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Great job by the back on the option. Extra point here will tie the game.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here in Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Dropping back, it's Bradford. With the catch, it's Mueller. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Sims. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To throw, it's Bradford. Takes the easy one to the back. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Parkinson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his tight end.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Finds a spot in the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air, it's Bradford. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Line gets set, first down. The snap sets up the throw. Fakes the grab. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Bradford. Snagged in the middle. It's Sims. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his target down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Smashes it with the stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Can't get him to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
And they find the big play wide receiver again. This guy has been featured early, and it looks like it's going to be often. Already over 100 yards, still in the second quarter. He is having himself a day.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but what they needed in bounds.
To the air on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Bradford. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Sims. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different runs.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. From the gun, the running back has it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
just going to keep it after the snap. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Give to the running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Off play action on first down. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Here's the handoff. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Globe. They're up by 10 over Georgia State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
The give to the back. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Barnes. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Now this offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Bradford. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for space. It's Mueller. Breaks into the open. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Grab behind the line. It's Mueller. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Looking downfield, it's Bradford. Under fire. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. The field goal is no good, and after the miss, they're still down by a single. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Caught in the backfield, it's Balkinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Dropping back, it's Bradford. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. From the red zone, looking for a man. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. Rambles into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Finds his man. It's Mark.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quick step and go. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. This is a designed run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll try to do it himself. First down and more. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. He hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sims.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Bradford. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back or his. Let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. He's got it on the line. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll run it again. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot.
He lofts it high and deep down the left. He's got it along the sideline. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Catch in the middle. It's Barnes. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
He'll pull it down. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience.